Alright, welcome back everybody. So I'm going to be playing some more Divinity Original Sin 2. I just finished the tutorial last time, so now I'm going to look around here, see what I can get into and what I can find. My inventory is pretty packed, so I don't know if I'll really be able to find much more laboratory stuff. I'm still not encumbered, so I'm good on that. Lid, I'm carrying too much now. Alright.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
Do I need 2 boxes? I don't think I need 2 boxes. Oh wow, yeah, that freed up a lot. Small tome. Oh. Empty potion bottles, alright, let me see. Ooh, crafting. Use the crafting screen, select or drag items into the crafting slots and hit the combine button.
My,
Valid
these smelling
combination.
salts are strong stuff.
Okay. Understood. Weapon, sharpen, stone on a stick. And an empty bottle. Any oil source, okay. Oh, that's an empty bottle. I only have a empty potion bottle. I have a bunch of those. I'm not gonna do another one. Have the jar. Oh, I like that background.
Empty.
Alright. Empty again. Alright, let me go. Actually, is there anything in this barrel? Oh, there is some gold. About this barrel.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes, looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
Alright, I'll go talk to the lady now.
There
Magic.
you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Oh, so I did not know that. Maybe I should have freed that prisoner downstairs.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Alright.
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique ones. Okay. Words hoisting, 15 points. Assist the ram's head. Well, maybe I'll be the jester here.
Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse than put a collar around your neck.
What?
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
Ganda.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative.
J'accuse.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Fort Joy? Is she related to Nurse Joy?
A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those false spells of yours? See what happens.
All great powers floating inside you. Once. She might be playing a trick, don't do it. I'm gonna believe her for, no.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
No.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result.
Actually, it's intelligence.
There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Oh, you're evil. So where do I have to go? I have to meet this person up here. There's things I can interact with between here and there. What's that one?
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Alright.
Good God.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Avoid living rooms, clean the relationship and smell blood, you feel sick. I'm curious.
There's been a murder. The sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them.
Yes, that is a good thing.
Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Can I help you with this?
Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead. She with the body.
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Yup.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
What was it? She wasn't inspector. She was captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source.
His own source.
We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
Yes?
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir.
I didn't, because I didn't do it.
You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Maybe I can. I'm a sorcerer after all. You don't hail from the house of dreams. When you sleep, you truly sleep. I like that. I'll ask this then.
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform.
Yes. They do see pistachio in front of a uniform.
Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything. Whoever did this is dangerous.
Alright. Oh, she disapproves of me. I tried to look at the body. Alright, so let me go this way. Okay, so looks like I have a murder victim quest there now.
Be good, you scallywags.
Hope is always good.
My mum is afraid of lizards. I'm not. I think you're neat. I'd
Aw,
be happy if I had a tail.
thanks, Polly. My tail is wagging.
Oh, there you are. Wife. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no account this loathsome woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
But your name says Losa right here. I'll play along, okay. I'll play along.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Yeah, that is true. I just couldn't find more age-appropriate companions.
You presume right. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
I'll just have to have a look around with you. You can watch it out in class. Alright, let's see.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly,
Alright.
her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Strange.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on. One of us wouldn't kill our own. Name? We just skipped to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
What's in the name, anyway?
I don't like comedy.
Fine.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scrammy, we're trying to catch a killer here.
I'm the only innocent one that, like, is definitively innocent, so put me on your list. Is this the list here? No, that's just a candle.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out, flicks a finger against one of your scales, and rubs his chin.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
Reach over and ruffles the hair with a grin.
What purpose did that serve? Was that a greeting? Was it... Oh dear. I seem to have crossed some cultural taboo. How difficult. You have my apologies, lizard. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. They laid their hands on me more than once.
Ask about the book.
I do not believe I have been drawn anywhere. It is a quaint little read, but it has its faults. It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle.
Is that a riddle?
Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
Fourth in the Divine Order of the Black Ring. Fourth Terminator before. Lizard.
Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind?
The gods are forces of nature, bruh.
Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
Rude.
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
Why are you curious about my gods, bro?
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
Okay.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetite. Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
Slap his hand away.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Quite the sorcerer in the kitchen.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Certainly. Most definitely.
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
When was the last time I took a bath?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we?
Alright.
As per your own testimony, you can cook and tailor, but your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
That's Miranda.
Still, beggars can't be choosers. So without further ado, I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
What? I have half a mind to punch you in the face.
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair man, but I won't spare the rod.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy.
Oh, may I?
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, kiddo. You hear that? Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic. That right. I always knew you'd turn out, drop to Ben Mez with
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a girl to me. Listen, if you're interested. Or get gone if you aren't. The ship, of course.
Quiet and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Moaning like a sick man.
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say she's being cared for by a bunch of beardless babes who never loved anyone but their own mums.
Okay, you're a dwarf. What do you know about the ocean and boats?
But there's more. Listen close.
All right.
There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, kiddo. Good news.
What's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
How do you know that?
Burn my beard. That means if we've been travelling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Why are you so excited about it there?
Yeah, no indeed, kiddo. But that ain't my final destination.
Oh, I love that movie.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, kiddo.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Alrighty.
The Magisters are out for blood. You saw the body, didn't you? Big bruiser like you ought to be able to take 'em on.
Never thought you'd end up a prison.
Forgive me, kin. Were that I had more than gruel to serve. If I'd more than cornmeal and rotting roots, I'd concoct something more fitting.
Huh. Aw, she looks a lot like me.
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose fate?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She smiles contemptuously.
Just a kitten in a corner, aren't we?
Ooh, big piece of wood. Alright. Makeshift club. No. Oh, another sheep that I can't talk to.
She got eaten by a boy broken.
you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? Always knew you'd turn out rotten, Benny-Mist. I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sob story somewhere else.
Alright. Never mind then.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded. A sly smile playing on his face, he stares across at the Magister guarding him. Noticing you, he straightens and beckons for you to come closer.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this tramp Ifan.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
I must salute him.
Ifan seems amused at the gesture, but he bats your arm down from the salute when the Magister sees what you're doing.
You served?
Indeed you did. You served your empire.
Ah, my word. Bravest warriors on Riverlawn.
Yes, we are.
Served Lucian myself. A long, long time ago now. Long before Source became a reason to leash us like dogs.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Oh, that's nice.
Pinches less that way, right?
Pocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
Why do you think he murdered them?
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Oh, he's trying to get back at you.
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing.
Eye roll.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh, that was simple.
The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough.
You know anything about where we're going?
Joy. I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself.
Like to meet him in person, let him know what I think of his divine order.
Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if he hears you talking like that.
I don't care about Vic.
What are you conspiring about over there? You, Lizard, what's your name?
My name is Mrs. Innocent in this murder.
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Lenta.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you, at once.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Get to the part where I reassure you and you shut up.
surely.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams has just about done with the last passenger.
All right.
You faring okay so far?
Satisfied this slop's stick-a-tin. I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Would you be fine?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and chuckles.
Sorry you're upset, ma'am, but we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you...
Standing at the centre of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Hopefully not mine.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What happened?
Hold left to have it. Fine. What did she do? Should I have done anything in the fight? I thought it was like turn-based, so I didn't know that I could... Ooh, yes. Take all that, please. Display case. No, let me close that. Close that. I'll take the soup. And then this display case. No, nothing. Nothing's good. Alright, so where do I have to go to go?
What happened? Must have been the turnips. You dare strike a royal?
I will.
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness.
Alrighty. See if there's anything else. Nobody's got anything. Oh, nope. I need to get rid of that. I can look in the basket here. Alright. Snap.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
I liked you. I'll get you out of here if I can.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
No.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Don't ask for whom the dice roll. They roll for thee.
The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only
just. What's going on?
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, she doesn't stir.
Alright, so looks like I need to go up these stairs. Yes. Before advancing any further, you may want to back downstairs and find a weapon. Arm yourself. I do have a weapon. This one might be best. And shave in my other hand. Is this a nice dog or a mean dog? Can I move that there to like... Yes, I can do that.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick. Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Yes, please. Search the last person. No, nothing in there. We'll go this way. Go outside?
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Pull the door open.
Budge.
Yank my hand away. There's like a live person.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
Hey!
No! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
Huh.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
No, I'm much too brave for that. Yes, I know there's something familiar about the way he holds the book.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
Huh. Alright.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving, and I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
Alrighty. I guess I'll go this way? Up here? Game saved. Okay, so it is turn-based. Combat, attack, move into the cone behind the enemy and attack, wielding a dagger, perform backstab, successful backstab, perform critical hit. Okay. Combat in Divinity Original Sins saving rounds. Anything you can do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no action points left. From left to right in order of character portrait, determines turn order, so that's initiative. Press left mouse button on enemy to attack, help spudge. Attack. Okay, 2 more. It's going to take 2 AP. Oh, so it's like 10 feet. Okay. That was it. Okay, so at least I know about combat now. Move there. Ooh. How am I going to kill this monster? Let me go here. Here. It's too far. Key. Ouch. Really? I have to be like that close to it? Holy smokes. put out this fire. How can I attack you? What was that? Surprised wand. Okay. How do I attack you? Do I have to go down to the ocean to attack you?
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
But there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get the hell out of here. Hear that, kid? We need to go.
What about the ladder? It's right over there. You can go straight down. Thank you, thank you, thank you!
You're going to be the death of us here.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
I don't think there's any survivors that I can, like, interact with and bring. They're gone. Oh, she's standing up.
There's a box. Wait, Boyd Walken.
I need to put the axe in.
Beardless bug won't sink the ship on my watch.
Ooh.
I thought Boyd Walken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
Nice.
I've faced worse. head above deck.
Nice. I saved them all. That's a big sea dragon.
I have plans for you, child. Right.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
All right, loading Fort Joy. I think I might come to a stopping point here. It's been almost an hour. This game is interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes and what the storyline's going to be. I end up on a beach. Right, let me make sure I save it this time.
Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, have a wonderful day.